You should be your own authority figure. An authority figure means someone which, you know, a person who has very deep presence on you and he commands you to do things. He essentially, in simple words, you follow what he says. You follow what an authority figure says. And as an example, it can be your parents. But nowadays, I think teachers are the more relevant example. Your father can be an authority figure. Now, when you have someone else as an authority figure, you become dependent on that person to take action. Because as a student, you always needed your teacher to complete to you really needed that teacher to remind you that the due date of that assignment is coming, so yeah, you should be start working on that. Or you needed your teacher to remind you that exams are fast approaching, and yeah, you need to really buckle up and try to complete the portions. You are all in in some ways you are always dependent on someone. You are dependent on your father, you are dependent on your mother. But the worst thing is you are dependent all your life till now. You were dependent on someone to take action. To take action, you didn't rely on yourself, because all you were doing was just procrastinating, just lazing around. And if you ever did some work, it was never from you. It was never purely from you. Be honest with yourself. Have you ever done any productive work purely from you? You might have, might be, but how many times? Every single time you went to study, was it because you liked it? Was it because you wanted to study, or because your parents forced you to study? And when you do the work because someone else commanded you to, I don't think you should grow out of that. When you become your own authority figure, you will have a newfound confidence in yourself. You become, you start to trust yourself. It's an essential skill to live in this world. To be able to work for yourself, to be able to work like a slave is great actually, but not for someone else. Why should we work for someone else? But for ourselves. If you can work for yourself like a slave, for your own advantage, my boy, I think you are at the winning side. I want you to really think about this. How can I be my own authority figure? What are the changes that I need to bring in myself? And you will realize that you are a very big pussy. Because I myself realize that I cannot do half of the things that I tell myself that I will do. I cannot do it. I'm very influenced by, the late submissions, when the teachers actually persuade you to, they keep on calling you at the last moment, telling you to complete the homework. They force you during the pre-boards. They will just tell you to, yeah, complete the portions, visit us, and we will take special classes for you. You're completely dependent on them. Why are you dependent on them? Why can't you take matter into your hands? You're 17. You're at the cusp of the adulthood. If you don't if you are not responsible, yes, for yourself, I'm afraid that you'll never will be. If you're not, you'll never automatically will be. You need to try. You need to get out on the ground for that. You need to experience the harshness of life first. You need to have a first hand experience. For that, you need to start now. Start being disciplined for yourself. Have some concern for yourself. Have some humility to accept that I don't want to be like this. And the stage where I am right now, I hate myself. That's where the first progress comes, when you realize that you don't want to be at the level which you are. You need to ask yourself some really deep questions.